First 5 days been for you?
I think they've been great. We've been, really competitive. One of our sayings has been, as iron sharpens iron, so a friend sharpens a friend. And I think we've really, lived by that and embraced that every single day out of practice. I think we're competing at an extremely high level, and it's been really fun to, be on this team so far.
What's your personal and individual goals for spring? What do you want to accomplish over the team practices?
I think we're just taking this time to try to develop, small aspects of our game and obviously our overall game. I think one of my biggest things is playing like I'm 6'6". I've been gifted, obviously, to be a big physical receiver, and I think I have a lot more left that I can take advantage of and become a truly physical receiver. So that's been my main focus this spring, and obviously little things like working on releases or footwork is super prevalent too. But I think just trying to improve our overall game and fine tune little aspects of our game that'll really help us come fall.
Is there a DB or a corner you would want to run against who's been the toughest so far?
I think we have a really strong DB room, top to bottom. I think I've been going against guys like Q, guys like Bria, and they've been really good. I think, but with that being said, like I said, like our DB room is coached really well. Obviously with Coach Sertan, and we've got some really good guys, some really physical, athletic DBs who are going to be really fun to go against and develop my game around.
Coach Norvell talked today about how hard he's pushing you to the standard he's holding you to because he knows what you're capable of. I guess how much are you embracing that? What's it mean that he kind of has such high expectations for you?
It means the world. I wouldn't have it any other way. When I was being recruited here, he told me, "Don't come here unless you're ready to be your best." And he's he's going to push me to be my best. And he's really lived true to that. He's an extremely genuine person, and everything he said has held true. Good, bad, indifferent, like it's been great because I know that's what it's gonna take to get the best out of me, and that's what I want. So I've really been trying to embrace his coaching and really take what he's saying to heart.
Has it been what you expected? 5 days of being coached by Mike Norvell, when he expects you to be one of the best players in the country, like what's that like?
Absolutely, it's definitely an interesting experience. It's being held to a really high standard, which I love because I try to hold myself to a really high standard, and so surrounding myself with people who also want that for me only makes me elevate it myself. Coach Norvell is one of the most genuine people I know. Like, his talk isn't just recruiting talk. His talk isn't just, "Oh, we want you really bad, so please come here." But then when you're here, it's entirely different. Like, he is going to be himself through everything. It might be his worst day, and you wouldn't be able to tell because of the way he carries himself, because of the way he coaches, because of the passion he brings to this sport every single day. And that's someone who I want coaching me and leading me.
How are you seeing the quarterbacks develop? Rob, Tommy, I guess.
Our quarterback room has been great. Obviously, we had been working with our timing, throughout this whole winter and spring program, but now that we have a defense out in front of us, I think it's been really fun seeing the connection we've built in action because, you're only able to do so much on air. So finally being able to go against a defense and see those guys work in their athleticism and the plays they create, it's been really cool, and it's been really fun to catch passes from them.
You talked about it a little there. I know you and Tommy talked about how quickly you kind of built a bond. How much do you think that helped you kind of hit the ground running this spring before you even got out on the football field?
Yeah, I think guys that you're able to connect with, obviously, you're driven towards, and they're gonna drive you to be your best. So I think me and Tommy and the relationship we've built has pushed us to push each other and bring the best out of us. So I think that relationship has been really beneficial, and I look to, I hope to continue building that as we continue to get to know each other and hang out.
As a wide receiver, what's the most interesting element of the Gus Malzahn offense that you've learned about?
Could you repeat that question?
What's the most interesting element of the Gus Malzahn offense to you as a receiver?
Coach Malzahn he's gonna push the ball downfield, and he's gonna cater to his playmakers. And so if you're a playmaker, he's gonna give you a chance. which I love because I love the opportunity to go up there and showcase my abilities, my talents, and all the work that I've put in. And so, you know, that's one of the main reasons I came here was because of Coach Malzahn and you know what he's established himself as, the coach he's proven himself to be, and what his guys have done in the past. Like I want to be, you know, the next great player, one of the next great players in Coach Malzahn's offense, and he gives his guys the opportunities to go and do that.
What is it like working with Coach Harris every day as you get to know?
I love Coach Harris. I think he's an extremely good, well-versed coach who's gonna push his guys every single day to be his best, and he's gonna keep it real with us. You know, if we're messing up, he's gonna tell us we're messing up out of a place of complete love for us. But then if we're doing something really good, he's gonna tell us we're doing something really good. Like he truly loves his guys. He truly cares for his guys, and he only wants the best for us. So he's gonna do everything in his power to make sure he brings the best out of us.
Duce, Mike Norvell said that the next step for you is battling is consistency. So what is a specific skill set that you feel like you want to be most consistent at position?
Yeah, I think consistency is something that every great player needs. I think one of my main consistent things is just finishing, like in any aspect. I think the biggest part of being a receiver is finishing, right? And so just pushing myself to finish every single play and be the best version of myself, you know, with every single play and not necessarily, you know, dip below that on any given play. I think that's the main part of consistency that I need to work on, but just being an overall consistent receiver.
What's it been like competing with Jabril?
Jabril's been great, man. Like he's such a natural athlete, and he just has such good feel of the game. That he's a really challenging guy to go against. But in that same regard, he's gonna push me to be my best, and I hope to push him to be his best. So, like, I think back to, you know, a lot of the best teams say that practices are even easier than the games, or practices are even harder than the games. My fault. And so that's what I hope to build. You know, here. That's one of the main reasons I wanted to come here was because I know we had guys in that DB room who were gonna challenge me to be my best, and you know, hopefully come August, September, October, November, December, and January, you know, the games are going to be a lot easier than even the practices were because of the competition with guys like Jabril.
You obviously knew Tommy was a really good athlete. You could watch film, but now that you've been around him in a practice setting for 5 practices, have you gotten to see him like unleash that athleticism a little bit? And what does it look like? What is it?
Yeah, I mean, you don't see guys who are able to create plays like that very often, right? And just the ability, the feel he has of the game, mixed with his athleticism, mixed with the arm talent he has, like it's a very rare combination that you don't see very much, and it makes playing receiver a lot easier because of the way he's able to extend plays and create big plays off of the scramble, but then also his ability to push the ball downfield. Like it's a rare combination that's really, really fun and really exciting towards the future to be able to play with a guy like that.